Hello, everyone, and welcome you all to another chapter of the MS Word Advanced tutorial. So here I'll be just giving you guys an introduction to what MS Word is, how you'll be able to use that one. Okay, so without a basic knowledge, you won't be able to understand much of this advanced tutorial. So I'll be just giving you guys a brief introduction of what MS Word is all about, what are the tools you will be able to use, from where you guys can insert an image, from where you can write down, and what are the different functions over here. So let's not waste time and let's get started. So here, as you guys can see, now I'm here in the home page of the MS Word. Okay, so from here, basically, you guys can see this is the home page, and this is where all your recent works will be shown. Okay, so these are few of the recent words, and if you want to pin anything up, okay, so if you want to pin this document, so if you come here onto the pin document, here you guys can see this particular document is pinned. So if you want to search any documents right from here, you will be able to pin it up from here. And if you want to come onto the file option again, okay, so here you guys can see now I'm here over again, and from here basically you guys will be able to see that if anyone have shared any documents with you over here or not. Okay, so basically on this top option right over here, there are different templates which you can also use. Okay, so if you come here and take great look. Okay, so here you guys can see there are different kind of templates over here which you guys can use for your CV, or if you want to make one calendar, you guys can come here and just check all this templates out from here, and different one for the brochures. Okay, and this is report card. Okay, so this is an invoice. Okay, so I will be explaining you guys in this class how to make some stunning designs quite like this. So let's go to home back again, and from here if I want to create up a new document, I will come here onto the new option. Otherwise from here only you guys can see I do have the blank document option. So I'll just click onto this one, and here you guys can see now this is the workspace of the MS Word. So let's try to understand from the beginning. Okay, so onto the file option over here, I do have the option for opening up a new file. Okay, so from here, if I do have saved any file from before, okay, if I just click on to open, from here I can just browse that file from my system, and from here I will be able to see which file I want to open over here. Okay, so from here if I select this one, if I just click on OK, it will be opened in my MS Word right from here. Okay, and from here if you want to see the information, okay, so basically from here we will be able to see the information right from here. Okay, and if I come back again, here you guys can see now I do have the option for saving, and if I'm saving it for the first time, I will be able to save this thing from here from the save as option. Okay, and here if you want to print it up, okay, you guys will be able to print it up from here as well. If you want to export this item, you will be able to export this particular Word document from here. Okay, and now here you guys will be able to share this file to different modes. Okay, if you want to share it through email, okay, if you want to share it through some other media platform, you guys will be able to share it using other media platform over here as well. Okay, so now let's come and look into this particular workspace in which we will be working on. Okay, so first we will be starting on with the fonts. Okay, so basically these are fonts. So here you guys can see now first I do have one cursor here on my clipboard. So from my keyboard what I can do is I can type over here. Okay, suppose if I'll just write hello everyone. Okay, so if I just type this hello everyone right over here, and if you want to zoom in to that particular word, you guys can come here and just zoom in right over here at this point. Okay, so once I've written it, okay, here you guys can see I have written this particular text down over here. So now if I want to change this text font, Okay, so I will just select all of this right over here. And after that, what I can do is I can come onto this option, and from here, basically, I will be able to select what kind of font do I want to use. Okay, so there are a lot of fonts which are available right over here. Otherwise, what you can also do is you guys can come here and you guys can actually download different kind of customized fonts from the net. Okay, so just download those fonts over here and you guys can actually put those fonts up here in this particular place as well. Okay, so let's take this abstract groovy for now. Okay, so this was about the text font. Okay, and from here, if you want to increase the size of the font, the same way you have to select this one, and now you will be able to increase the size of the font right from here. Okay, so as you guys can see, basically I will be able to increase the size of the font from here. Okay, so now if you want to decrease the size or increase the size from here gradually, you guys will be able to decrease the size gradually from here. So once I click on this decrease font size, here you guys can see every time it is decreasing by 2, and if I increase this one, it will increase by 2 each and every time. Okay, and from here there is another option which is called change case. Okay, so suppose now right now I do have all of this in the capital fonts. Okay, and if I come here onto the change case option, suppose if I come here and if I just select lowercase, or if I come here and if I just click on capitalize each case over here, here you guys can see I do have as this font is selected. So sometimes what happens is this capitalization depends on the font you're choosing. So let me just select the Calabria over here. Okay, now what I'll do is I will come here, and if I just want to get all of this in lowercase, here you guys can see each and every letter over here is in lowercase right now. Okay, and if I want to see all of this in uppercase, so here you guys can see all this word I do have over here now is in uppercase. Okay, and here if you want to capitalize each word, that means that the first word in each and the first letter in each and every word will be a capital letter. So this was for the uppercase letter. Okay, and here I have also told you guys about the capitalize each word. Suppose if I click on this one, here you guys can see the first word of this letter is in caps and everything else is in the small cap. Okay, so now again, let's come to this one. And from here, basically the first word will be in small and each and everything will be in big. So here you guys can see this is about the toggle. Okay, so this was about this toggle case. So I will just select the sentence case right from here. So here you guys can see for sentence case, each and every sentence, it will start with a capital letter and it will be followed by all the small caps. Okay, so now if I come here again, if I want to make any changes, I will select it, and from here I will just give everything as uppercase over here. Okay, so this was about that. Okay, so now let's come to this option. Okay, so this is bold. If you want to make your word bold, you guys can use this bold option right over here. So if I want to change another word type, suppose let me take this one, and from here if I just decrease the bold, here you guys are not able to see that much of a difference. And if I give here also, there is a slight change but not much over here. Okay, so if you come here, let's take this one. If I just decrease the bold, here you won't be able to see much changes. So basically a lot of thing depends on the font you're choosing over here. So if I take Calabria, and now if I just unbold it, this one, here you guys can see a solid change right over here. Okay, and here you guys can see now this one is in bold, and after this one comes the italic option. Okay, so now if I click on Control plus I as well, I can just give a italic over here. Okay, so this is just a slanting position. Okay, so if I just click on italics, here you guys can see the words over here give a little bit of slant on the right hand side. Okay, so this was about italics. Okay, And if you want to give up a underline over here, okay, underneath your word which you have selected, in that case, you guys can select this particular one, okay, underline option, and the shortcut key for that is Control plus U, okay. And underneath this one, also you do have many options, okay, like how you want your underline to be. Like, do you want a single underline? Do you want a double underline over here? Okay, if you want to increase the width, okay, so here you guys can see dotted line, okay, so some straight lines, and here you guys can also see this is a curved or a waved underline over here, okay. You guys can explore more underlines underneath this one, okay. And if you want to change the underline color, you guys can come over here and choose from the color palette whatever color underline you want. So let me just take up this particular blue over here, okay, so this is a dark blue color. You guys can select this one and click on OK. So here you guys can see now I do have an underline of that particular color, okay. So here you guys can see now I do have an underline of the blue color. Again, if I select this one, if you want to give up a strike through instead of underline, what you can do is you can come over here to the strike through option. You guys can click here, and here you guys can see there is a strike through line right over on the word. Okay, so you guys will be able to use this one right kind of like this. Okay, so now let's come down over here. Let's try to understand about this subscript option. Okay, so subscript is basically done once you are trying to write any formulas and stuff. Suppose if I just write H2O right now, okay, I will just off this one again, and I'll off this over here again. Let it keep in bold. So I'll just write H2O. Okay, so what I want to do is H2 is the power. Okay, so I want to keep this thing down. In that case, if I come here and if I select this option, which is the subscript, here you guys can see now this is H2O, and it looks exactly like the formula. Okay, so now the same way, if I come over here, sometimes what we see is in maths we do have many words like 10 powered by 2 or 30 powered by 5, like that. In that case, if I just write 305 over here, and now I want to put this one as power, like I want to put it here on top as a power, in that case what I'll be able to do is if I click onto this superscript option, okay, I'll click on superscript, and here you guys can see now this one is in power. Basically, you will be able to change the font color over here as well, okay, if you want a different color. So here you guys can see now this one is in a different color right over here, okay. So now again I will just click on this one, and again it's back, okay. So now again, let's come on to this option. Okay, so if you want to add any kind of text effect, okay, so you guys will be able to add a different text effect over here. Suppose I will select this one, I will remove the strike through over here, okay, and I will move the italics as well. So here now, if I have selected this one, now I can come over here, and you guys can see behind I do have these particular words. And now if I do want to increase its size, I will be able to increase its size from here as well. Okay, so here you guys can see, okay, and after that you guys can come over here. Okay, suppose you want to highlight this particular word over here. Okay, so suppose I will select this one, and what I want to do is I want to highlight this. Okay, so here these colors are available because these are the basic colors which are being used for highlighting mostly. Okay, so you guys can give this one a yellow color over here, like you can highlight those. And suppose from here, let's type something right over here. Let's type MS Word class. Okay, so now I do have my font in red color. If I do want to change it, so I need to select this first. Okay, so let me just select it right over here, and now I can actually increase or decrease the size. So let me get 28, and now let's change its color. Okay, so if I want to use some more colors, I can also see what are the recent colors that are being used. So from here, basically, you guys will be able to choose the gradient option. So here you guys can see some fading out part right over here. You guys can select it, and you guys can come over here. Okay, and from gradient color option you can go to more gradients, and basically from here you guys will be able to select some different colors. Okay, if you want to add any more stops, you guys will be able to add more stops right over here. So let's come to this point and let's try to change the color. Okay, so here now what I can do is I can just bring this color to kind of like this, and now I will click on OK. So I have added this color right over there. I will come here, go to more colors option, and from here what I can do is I can just bring this color up. Okay, so I will bring this color up. I'll click on OK. And lastly, I'll come to this one, go to the colors tab option, go to more colors, and from here I will change the color to something green. Okay, so I will just give something green over here, and I will just click on OK. So here you guys can see now I do have this color right over here. And suppose if I want to add up any box, okay, so in that I'll come here onto the insert option, which we'll be learning later. Okay, so now here I hope you guys have understood all these points. And suppose from here, like I have added some colors and all, I have did some formatting over here, like I have changed things up. So in that case I will come over here. Suppose I want to change it. Okay, I'll come over here and I can click on clear all formatting. So here you guys can see now it's just back again to the default size, okay, with no colors. Okay, so again what I can do is I can just select this one, click on Control Z to come back right over here again. Okay, so this was about it. Okay, and after that, basically, if you want to put up any paragraph and stuff, okay, so I will show you guys that as well. So let's come down over here, and now let's try to understand about these points right over here. Okay, so for that, I will just write one, and if I want to change the font color, I can come over here and let's change it to something dark. Okay, so I'll just select this one, and now I will just write one, then I'll just write over here a two, then I'll come down over here and I'll just select 3. Okay, so now here if I want to add bulleting to all these writings, what I can do is I will select all of this from here, and if I want to add some bullet points, I will be able to put on some bullet points right over here. Okay, so you guys can come over here and just put up these bullet points. Suppose if you want to change that, you guys can come here and change it from here as well. If you want to use different width, okay, like here you guys can see a lot of options. If you want to use those again, you guys will be able to use it from here as well. And if you want to define a new list, you guys will be able to do that from here. Suppose instead of that, what I want to put is I want to just put on the numbers. Okay, so here you guys can see I will be able to put on numbers right over here. Okay, so here you guys can see. So now if I come back again, okay, so if I'll just come back to this point again, okay, so now if I want to put it quite like this, okay, like kind of like this over here, you guys will also be able to put when you do have a multiple option. Okay, so here you guys can do that. And now let's come to a new file. Otherwise, let's first understand the alignment. Okay, so here you guys can see this is just left align. If I want to align it here in the center of the page, I will click onto this one. And if you want to align it to the right, you guys can click over here. Okay, and this is the justify option. So it justified it accordingly. Okay, so from here, you can also check the line spacing. Okay, if you are not increase the line spacing, you guys will be able to increase it. If you want to decrease it, you guys can do it from here. Okay, so now we'll go to open up a new file. Okay, so I will just come here, and from here what I'll do is I will just select one document. Okay, so I'll just select this one and I'll just open it up. So here you guys can see now this document is kind of open right over here. So what I can do is if I want to justify this particular line, okay, I can come here. Okay, so if I just want to justify it to the right hand side, see, I just need to keep my mouse right over there and I'll be able to justify it towards the right hand side. If I want to put this or align it here in the left hand side, I will be able to do it right from here. Okay, And here, if you want to change the color of this whole tab, in that case, here you guys can see I will be able to change the color of this whole paragraph altogether. Okay, so if I just choose this type of colors, I will be able to do that. And suppose I do have this particular heading right over here, or you can also call this one as title. And what I want to do is I want to put on some border. Suppose I want to put on a border here on top, or if I just want to put up a border on the left hand side or here on the right hand side, if you want to put it in box, okay, so you guys will be able to do that from here as well. Okay, and instead of if I come here down, okay, I'll be showing you how you can also put inside borders. Okay, suppose you do have four things. Okay, so now here you guys can select the horizontal line. So here you will be able to give some boxes. So let's give this box right over here. Okay, like the bottom border. So I'll just give this bottom border right over here. If I want to check the borders and the shading, I can come over here. Okay, so let's come to this top option, which is show and hide. Okay, if you want to show paragraph marks, okay, you can also hide it right from here. And this is one for the sorting. Like if you have few things, like if you just have this one two three in a different setting, like if I come over here and now let's put the two right over here. Okay, let's select this. If you wanna change it with the boxes, suppose you do have points in that, you guys will be able to point it out accordingly, like you it will be sorted down according to the letters. Okay, so you guys will be able to do that. So now again, Control Z to go back. I will come here and delete this mark. Okay, so this was about this particular thing right over here. Okay, so now these were all the options, and here there are different styles. Suppose if you want to use this particular style and write anything, here you guys can see I will be able to write in that particular style over here. Okay, so there are a lot of options. If you want to create a style of your own, you guys can come here and you guys can click on modify. So basically you guys will be able to come right over here, and now from here you guys will be able to make up a font for yourself. Okay, so let's come over here. If you want to choose any different one, okay, you guys can come over here. Suppose if you wanna give this thing a bold, or if you want to give this thing a different type of spacing, it totally depends over here. Okay, see if you want to give, and if you come here, if you click on OK, so that will be saved kind of like that. And here you guys can see I do have this word. And now with this style, if I just write style again, okay, so let's select again over here. Okay, so now if I want to increase its size, let's see, I will be able to increase its size or not. Okay, so I'll just come over here onto this option, and what I'll do is I will try to increase the size. Okay, so here you guys can see I will be able to increase the size from here as well. Okay, and this is the find option. Suppose you do have a lot of uh, writing, or that's a book, suppose. So in that one, you want to find all the words of frightened, suppose. Okay, so in that case, what will basically happen is if you search on that particular item right over here in the find option, suppose I want to find hello. Okay, so in that case I will just write uh, hello over here. Okay, so here you guys can see now it will just direct me over here. Suppose if I do have hello for two times, okay, so let's type hello over here. And now again, what I'll do is I will just search this thing again. Okay, so now I will just click on OK. So here you guys can see now I do have hello two times. If I want to come to this option right over here, I'll click on this one, and here you guys can see now I'm here on the second one. If I want to select this one, okay, so I can come here and I can select, and if I do want to make any changes, I can come here from the format text effects option, and I'll be able to do it from here as well. Okay, if you want to replace the hello with hi, okay, so I will select this one and this one over here as well. Okay, so let's select uh, this, and now let's try to select this option over here as well. And if you want to change both of its replace option, okay, so I'll just come here. Otherwise, I can just come here and type hello, and I'll just replace both of this with hi. Okay, so I will just come here and click on replace all. So here both of these things have changed. Okay, so here you guys can see my hello, I have changed it to hi from here. Okay, and from the select option, if you want to select each and everything present over here, you guys can actually select it. Okay, and here there are select objects option. If you do have any objects right over here, in that case you guys will be able to select it with the select object option. Okay, so there are selection panel and also select all text with similar formatting. Okay, so you guys will be able to choose this one from here as well. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood this class and hope to see you all in the next chapter, where I'll be telling you guys about the insert page. Okay, so let me just give you guys a brief. Okay, so these are few of the pages from where you guys will be able to see all these options. I have explained few of it in my advanced class. Okay, so next we'll be learning more about this insert page, what all you will be able to do over here. So see you all in the next chapter. Till then, take care and goodbye everyone.